Hi folks, this is Chris Voss from the chrisvossshow.com, the chrisvossshow.com. Coming here with another blog post that I want to share with you. One of the key things you can do to be more successful in your business, on your websites, etc., is to offer free stuff and free goodies, of course, to your customers or potential customers or clients, and also do what you can to slow them down. There's a lot of different techniques you can use to slow people down, but I'll share some different stories with you here from my business background, and hopefully you'll be at least entertained, if not educated. Um, one really successful furniture company that dominates the Utah, Salt Lake, well, actually the whole of Utah market is a company called RC Willey. And they're very successful at putting most of their other competing brands out of business, including Levitt's and other major national stores. And they did it through a very simple and a very consistent process. I mean, they really didn't have much better prices when it really came down to it. But one of the things they did that was very key was every Saturday they would have a free hot dog and free Cokes at all their stores. And every Saturday you could pretty much bet that you would go down to RC Willey and they would have free hot dogs and free Cokes. And if you wanted to, you could actually get a 2-liter thing of Coke and walk out with it unopened. So they weren't just handing you like, here's a Coke with a straw, when you're done, you're done. They would actually give you a 2-liter bottle of Coke and you could walk out with it. So what was interesting was they dominated the market. Now I'm talking they monopolized the market. It got to the point where if you thinking about opening a furniture store in Utah was just insane. They finally got so successful that Warren Buffett, you may have heard of him, took and bought them out and brought them on as an investment because he loved their game plan and what they do, and they now operate in several different states. They have one of the largest warehouses west of the Mississippi. At one time it was largest. I don't know if it still is, but it might be because they sell so much furniture. Now, one of the reasons, if you've ever been to Utah, they have very large families there, larger than most people. And people get married at a very young age and start having children at a very young age. So they need furniture. So RC Willey taps into that market and they sell a lot of furniture. So they need a big warehouse, of course, and everything else. But every Saturday they sell they have hot dogs for free and they have Coke for free. And that's essentially how they beat their competition. People love free stuff. So whatever you're doing with your business, etc., or your blog, give something you can give away for free. People love free. Sometimes if it's only stupid. I mean, to me, it used to always shock me. I'm like, you're basically giving me nitrate-ridden hot dogs and Coke products. I mean, why don't you just give me some arsenic to go with it? I mean, the nitrated riddle hot dogs are good, they're tasty, but are they really the most healthy for you? But you know what? If you live in Utah and you have families with 3 and 4 children, going down and getting free hot dogs to feed the family, wife, kids, ends up getting pretty inexpensive. So you go down there. Well, what do you do when you normally eat? You slow down. You walk around the store in your meat hot dog days and you go, oh, look at the big screen TV. The salespeople come at you and go, hey, you should buy that TV. And you're like, oh, I should buy that TV. Now, given I don't think there's any real evil plot to this. I mean, this is human nature and what, consumers and relationship retailers have had all their lives. But it's an interesting concept that they use to slow down their buyers, their potential clients. So when you look at your business format, when you look at your model, how you attract clients, your blog, maybe you want to ask yourself, what am I giving away free? What am I enticing with people? What do I have on my website that's slowing people down, that's getting people to look around a little bit more, lowering my bounce rate, etc., etc. Another example that you can find in the RC Willey story is usually at all Costco's and Sam's Club. Okay, I'm sorry, but that pizza's crap. But you know what? If you go to Sam's Club or Costco on any given day, there's a darn line at that pizza counter for that cheap pizza and that cheap freaking Coke. And it's, you know what? I tasted cardboard with spaghetti sauce on it, and it might have been better. So, but the key is, is people go in there. I know people that go in there, and that's their whole experience. Part of it has to do with experience. Part of it has to do with slowing down the customer. But that's part of their whole experience. They make a day of it. They go, oh, we're going to go to Costco. We're going to have lunch at the pizza buffet there, and then we're going to go wander the store and probably buy stuff in our in, in our haze-filled food. Oh, we need that. Oh, we need that. What a great concept. And so that's one of the enticements that Costco and Sam's Clubs use to get you into them. I mean, I'm always so blown away whenever I go into Costco or Sam's Club. I'm like, are there really people in line for that pizza? I mean, come on. You can usually go across whatever the strip mall, complex, commercial lot you're in and get a much better slice of pizza like some New York place. But no, they're either betting they're going to wear you down by you going for the pizza first because you're hungry, or number two, they're going to wear you down by making you walk all over their store, and then you're like, I have to eat something before I shut down from glucose in the car. So keep in mind, there's two elements here. There's experience and there's whatever. They're slowing your customers down. And if you slow your customers down, there's a much better likelihood that they might buy something, and they're hard to get away. The worst case you can have is that male customer who comes to the store and knows what he wants, and he gets in and he gets out. That's usually me. So you want that customer who's going to go, oh, really? That's how much? And oh, buy. Sure. You want that customer who's into buying and in that frame of mind, in the right frame of mind for you. So take a look at how your business operates and take the R.C. Willey story. It's crazy. I used to know people that it was one of their goals in life where every Saturday they would go down with the family, their 4 kids, their 6 kids, their wife, and they would make sure that the eldest kids and the wife each took out like a 2-liter thing of Coke. I'm not kidding you. So they would bring home like 4 or 5 bottles of Coke, 2-liter bottles of Coke. And they would all get free hot dogs, so they're fed for the day. And what a great concept. But the problem is you eat those hot dogs, you eat some of the Coke, you're wandering around going, oh, I'm going to sit in this lazy boy recliner. Oh, this feels good. Oh, we should buy this. Yeah, it's a very smart marketing tactic. So anyway, slowing down your client is real important. Now, I'm going to add a funny story to the end of this. One day I go into my office, and then we'd hired a guy. His name was, let's call him Mitch. And Mitch was a mousy little, in his private owned Idaho sort of guy, kind of a little too anal intelligent for his own good, but not very socially aware. Maybe that's a good description of him. Very short guy. I'm not sure he'd ever met a woman or talked to her before other than his mom. But, so anyway, Mitch was a good guy. But what happened is I walk into work one day, and my employees come up to me and they go, Chris, you wait till you hear the story Mitch has got for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, because Mitch always had these great ideas on how to get more sales. And since Mitch didn't really have a selling personality, he didn't sell well. So Mitch was kind of about on the fence when it came to being sent down the road. So I'm walking through my office, and all my salespeople are like, oh yeah, wait till you see what Mitch has got for you. So I get my stuff set down in my office. Mitch comes in, and he goes, Chris, I have this wonderful idea. And he is dead serious. He goes, I know how we can sign more loans, and we can do more business through our loan company. Now, keep in mind, we're in the state of Utah, the city of Salt Lake City. If you're not familiar with Utah, Utah is a communist-driven state that they don't allow a lot of drinking. Drinking's kind of illegal there for the most part when it comes down to it. So most everything that is fun is illegal in Utah. Okay, anything that's fun, illegal in Utah. Trust me, don't go there except to ski. So he comes into me and he goes, Chris, I know how we can sign more loans. I'm like, really? How can we sign more loans? He goes, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a beer tap in the office, in the conference rooms, and so when we're pitching people and going through the process of a loan with them, we'll serve them beer, and they'll be more likely to sign their loan documents. And he was dead serious. He was dead serious. That's how much Mitch lived in his own private Idaho. And he was young, so we'll give him that. But so this was Mitch's idea. Now, this is another technique for slowing down your customer. It's not quite hot dogs and Coke, but I really wouldn't recommend it. And I remember saying to Mitch, I think you just broke a few laws in Utah just by suggesting that concept. I think I can hear the sirens now. Anyway, some great examples and some bad examples of maybe how not to slow down your client and get business. Thanks for coming by the ChrisVossShow.com. Take a look at your business element and say, what can I do to make it better? Bye-bye.